get to him before he can even get started. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. He's in open space downfield. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
And here's what you know about Indiana football. They're going to be physical. They're going to be so well coached and disciplined, and they're going to run the football. It was the key ingredient to helping Fernando Mendoza win a Heisman, like the ability to RPO off of it. So, Palmer, I don't know who the names are going to be throughout the season, but I know they're going to run downhill, no nonsense, and they'll have a guy that they'll hitch their wagon to.
Yeah, everybody talking about losing Mendoza, but Black and Hemby were a big part of that thing, too. I think the offensive line, though, was key to it all. Anytime you have two 1,000-yard rushers, it's because the guys up front are pushing people around, and that was the secret sauce to Indiana's Cinderella run a year ago. So up front, these guys have to continue to dominate. They'll reload the backfield through the portal, through recruiting, but it all starts and stops with the big fellas pushing people around. That's going to be the key for them on offense.
They'll go to the counter play, and they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The Hoosiers take their first time out. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge third down here in the Big House. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Wilson will throw. Fires to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off to the 26.
Man, what great discipline by this defense. They didn't sit on routes short. They take a shot down the field on 3rd and short. Questionable shot, probably. Nice job being disciplined and getting the interception.
Yeah, just because you have the shot play called on 3rd down like that as a quarterback, that doesn't give you the freedom to just throw it down there if he's not open. I think that time he forced it into traffic, and that's why it got picked off.
The Wolverines offense heads out ready to go on the attack. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Now on the option. He'll pitch it. Knocked down after getting 6 all the way out to the 34-yard line. They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. On the direct snap, it's Marshall. Got a little grass. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32.
3rd down and 2, you know it's time to get physical, and this unit paves the way, Jesse, and gets the big 1st down.
And this back's got such a burst, too, doesn't he? As soon as he saw the hole, he exploded through it and picked up a huge chunk of yards.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
Here comes 3rd and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal. Throwing, Underwood. Hauls it in. That'll be enough for a 1st down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
Look, I know this offense didn't have the opening drive of the game they would have liked, but the defense now came away with a massive takeaway. Now you're seeing how that affects the offense. They're playing with a little bit of a pep in the step. Nice throw there, getting the 1st down. This offense all of a sudden looks a whole lot different than what they did the last time out.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12. Quarterback making adjustments. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Underwood from the gun on 3rd down. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines! Middle of the end zone, he's got it!
That's a nice job by the offense there in their 2nd drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. It didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Unloads to the wideout. The short hands, it's Marsh. Lowers those pads. Speeding down the left side. Touchdown, Hoosiers! He got loose and it was lights out after that.
It's so challenging to stop the middle of the field passes deep down. You stretch me in these zones. I got to run with you in man. It's always a good idea to run those deep posts, and you could tell they saw it all the way. Receiver, quarterback on same page, gets the big touchdown.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. And he's not going to take the touchback. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. The lone back's got it. Oh, he's got some space. Makes it past the marker. Steps out of bounds across the 25. They'll mark it at the 26, and a good pickup for this offense here. Those who stay will be champions, so said Bo Schembechler, and those who keep it on the ground churn out first downs.
Yeah, it's because it's a way of life, right? It's that physicality. It's going to be hard in practice all week. When you're at Michigan, it's going to be grind. It's going to be physical. That's who they are. They won't compromise. And if you get to stick around here recently, a lot of success, too.
And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keeping those vibes going here in the second quarter. First play of the period will be a second down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Here's Underwood to throw. Got it. At the 40, there he goes. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
That's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Dropping back, it's Underwood. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. Makes the grab, and not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
It'll be a draw. Running into the... Might have a chance. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
And this defense, man, they've got to find some answers. They've been less physical than the offense. They've owned the line of scrimmage. They're running the football, putting a drive together. All right, now in the red zone, field shrinking. How do they handle this situation? Bring more bodies, be more physical, be more aggressive.
Going to the run, it's Marshall. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Michigan. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
Way to make a split-second decision by that quarterback. He sees this defender commit. Boom. Hits the ball. Not only hits the ball, on target, so now the running back can catch it. He didn't have to reach behind him. He didn't have to reach in front of him. Caught it. He did the rest, turned on the Jets, got to the house.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. offense all set and ready to crank things up. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. The give on the counter. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll move the wide receiver. Running inside. It's Richard. He's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Hoosiers in the hurry up. Michigan wants to stop the clock. They'll use a timeout. It's their 2nd. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on 3rd down. Wilson to pass. Under fire. Oh, and he just flat dropped it. You do not see this guy do that very often. It'll be 4th down.
Man, those sting, man. 3rd down, the money down. Your guy's got to come through. You had a good play call. Receiver there to make a play. He's just got to catch the football. Those hurt on any down, but especially 3rd down.
He gets his first one of the day out of there, and they used him 3 times in that loss last week. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Picks up the 1st down. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
That's the beauty of misdirection in the run game, right? You try to show the defense one look, and then you come back and hit them the other way when they're not expecting it.
776 captain. 7 down. Ready? Black 18. Black 18.
Quarterback may change this route. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. That's caught. It's Marshall. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
And the Wolverines with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down.
Kill. 886 bouncer. 886 bouncer.
Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. Motion from the wide receiver. Underwood in the gun on third down. Complete to the right. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
The give. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Now timeout taken by Indiana. That's their second. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9.
Blue 22.
They go play action. Bryce Underwood unleashes one. Finds a man on the left. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Michigan. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they put the points on the board with that 37-yard touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wilson will throw. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Going with the counter play here. Maybe a crease. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. To the air on first down. Dances away to buy time. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 20.
This is what the offense knows they cannot do. They can't allow sacks. In their last game, they were sacked 5 times. Obviously lost that football game. Early in this one, they're having issues again, keeping their quarterback standing up straight.
It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Looking to fire. Throws for the tight end. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down, just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Underwood. Pulls it in. It's Marsh. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
And what a great job by the QB, man. Seeing the blitz, understanding I got to get the football out of my hands as soon as I possibly can, and he puts it on the numbers to his receiver where he can get those yards after the catch. Great timing, but more importantly, great job seeing what that defense was.
It's picked off, and that's number 10. Taking it the other way.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been throwing the football, having success. Nice job adjusting, breaking on the football, making a play. They needed to break serve. They needed something to happen to go their way to kind of mess this guy's rhythm up. That might be the start of it.
And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. Back to throw, it's Hoover. Gonna let it fly. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's gonna wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, kind of the unofficial halfway point of the season. Week 8 and another exciting update from the EA Sports Desk. We begin with Iowa taking on the number 16 team, the Minnesota Golden Gophers. And it's the Hawkeyes, able to pull off the upset by just a score. Going to be fun to see how this changes up the rankings. And that makes it 2 victories on the season. They're nowhere near their preseason goal, of course. So how they handle things from here will define this program.
Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think...
There he goes!
Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
You cannot let that happen to you defensively. That is the definition of getting gashed. They didn't have one guy in their front 7 even get a finger on that.
You get the big play, now to pay it off. 1st and 10 in the red zone. Trying to run, it's Martin. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. To the air on 2nd down. He's got the tight end. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. The Hoosiers moving quickly to the line. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be 4th down. Now a timeout is called so they can talk over what to do on 4th and 2. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. Trying to get it to the marker. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Fans are bringing the noise on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or 2.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. This offense wants to stay in this game. They have to punch it in on this drive. It's 3rd and goal. Pushes ahead. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. They're going to stay aggressive and leave the offense out there on 4th down again. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Hang on just a second. I think they're going to try to get the touchdown here. Man, this could be a gamble, guys. They could come up empty. Back to pass. It's Hoover. Touchdown, Indiana! Right on the money, and he makes the grab in the end zone.
And how about the offense? They spread them out. Everybody spread wide. Easier to read a defense when you do that. They find the matchup they want, and they get rewarded with the score.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the 3rd quarter, they'll try to answer here. Throwing, Underwood. Bought a little time, lets it go. And the throw out to the sideline, good for just a few yards. Well, that toe-tap catch had a little style, but not much substance on that.
No, the defense did a good job, too, using the sideline to their advantage. Using the sideline as a 12th man. There was nowhere for that receiver to go except get 1 foot down and get out.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Maybe some room here. Inside the 40. The 30. The 20. The 10. To the house. Touchdown, Michigan.
And this offense picks up right where it left off. Scoring points, creating a big play. First drive of the 2nd half, no problem. Don't worry about halftime adjustments. Just keep doing what you've been doing.
And he made the extra point without problem. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Indiana comes out ready to get this drive underway. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. To the ground. He's got it again. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Second down coming up. Looking for a man. It's Hoover. That's reeled in. It's Preston. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Bully ball on 3rd and short. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
Well, after they struggled running the ball in the first half, you just wonder if this coaching staff made some adjustments at halftime and just said, look, we've got to get more physical and we've got to own the line of scrimmage. After that successful run, they got to keep doing this here in the second half.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game.
And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Indiana!
And, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
Cross the 25 to the 26 before going out of bounds, and that's where the offense will go to work. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Running back searching for a hole. Got enough for the first. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better.
Finding some room. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. And he's now over 150 yards on the ground, and days like this can put you up with those legendary Michigan runners.
And that's why you come to Michigan. You know you're going to get fed. You are going to be a back that gets the football, that chews up yards, that always has a lot of success and gets a ton of carries.
The give to the tailback. It'll be a gain of 6, sets up 2nd and 4.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Six-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. They give it to him again. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th-quarter finish. So we open the final period with a third down play. Bryce Underwood from the gun on third down. Fires to the big fella. It's a seam wide open. Run out of bounds after the long game, and they've got it now first and goal.
And that was a play that was designed to simply pick up the first down, right? Third and short, it's a short throw. You're just trying to get it to the sticks, but what a great individual effort by the receiver that time, turning once he has the football, and he's getting extra yards. That ends up being a big-time play for the offense.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Here's Underwood to throw. Get it out on the screen. Touchdown, Wolverines! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There were a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done, and now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. To the air, it's Hoover. Makes the catch, it's Martin. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. And the Hoosiers are in the hurry-up.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Got his man! And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Big noise in the big house for this huge third down play. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Looking long. Picked off, that's number 15 on the year. Going the other way, and he's got room. Stopped just across midfield at the 49, but not before he forces the turnover and sets up this offense.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field, because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Fires to the wideout. Makes the catch. It's Stewart. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Wolverines! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And he's going to bring this one out. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. The Hoosiers offense all set and ready to crank things up. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Back to pass, it's Hoover. Throws to the wideout. Pulls it in, it's Marsh. Out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and this offense needed a play like that. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Wants to throw it again, and why not? He wants to take the top off. And he can't complete the first pass. Let's see if he can get settled.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
This offense is going to have to get more aggressive. Like, they can't take many more shots short down the field and not getting gains. They've got to keep their foot on the gas. They've got to take...
Turning it on! They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. Michigan wants to stop the clock. They'll use a timeout. It's their second. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. The Hoosiers have this offense rolling. Wants to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's shot. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. And the Hoosiers want to move quickly.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, 4th quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job at the back end.
They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Takes the handoff. It's Beebe. Stopped cold by this defense. They tried to fool him with the run, and nobody was buying it. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. On 4th down, going to the air. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. So thanks to the defense, they take over, big lead in hand, and an opportunity to run this clock out if they so choose. So they'll use a timeout here, one more remaining, and of course the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Ready. Black 18. Black 18. Go.
Calls his own number. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. So use a timeout on defense here. That's their final one. The clock stopped just once more at the 2-minute mark. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. Just a short pass to the tight end. He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the 1st down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
The Wolverines decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He makes the catch at the 10. And he'll get downfield and make the tackle right at the 16-yard line. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Cherry. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Now he's going to break the pocket. Got a man. It's shot. Corralled and brought down by the defense. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Trying to pick it up on the ground. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. The Hoosiers racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And the defense gives up the first down. And oh, here they go. They're going fast. No time to substitute. Got to communicate quickly.
Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they put together 3 consecutive wins and seem to have righted the ship.
Dang right. How do you handle adversity? Every coach talks about that. They've dealt with it now. They got the loss. They had a little bit of struggle early in the season. What do? You respond by putting a winning streak together, gaining some momentum as the season closes.
And sometimes the good thing about losing games early is that you know you're not perfect. You have to come out. You've got to bring your A game to the park each and every week. And that's what we've seen from this team now recently. They've got tremendous players. They've got an outstanding coaching staff. When they put it all together and they play with great effort, this team's tough to beat.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.